So today we have arrived here in Sunamgonj and we are visiting the Hason Raja Museum. The Hason Raja Museum has been set up by Shamarin Dewan, who used to live in the UK and has now relocated to Bangladesh. And he has set up this in memory of Hason Raja and the legacy and the cultural heritage in Bangladesh. And he is the grandson of Hason Raja.
Hason Raja was born in 1854 and he was a philosopher, a songwriter, but also his charitable background. And what interests us particularly is that he was a person who used to help his own community, supporting his own community by donating land and self-sustainable projects that he used to do. But his charity work extended not just to other human beings, but also to the animal kingdom. And particularly, he used to be interested in looking after birds and other animals. So we will be visiting Hason Raja today and meet his grandson and take a view inside and learn a little bit more about the heritage of Hason Raja. And it's important that we look into this heritage is because it's part of our history, and it's also equally important that we try to preserve our history and know what our ancestors or our forefathers, famous individuals who left behind a legacy for generations to come.
Here we are outside the museum, and we're just going to go in and we're going to meet Shamarin Dewan, who's the grandson of Hason Raja. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So we're just going to take a look inside. As we've told you before, this is a museum, so some of the things in here are very old and they have a lot of heritage behind them. These have been preserved by the grandson of Hason Raja. They used to be inside his house in storage, and these have been coming out slowly for the wider public to come and visit and see for themselves.
This is a temporary museum on the basis of his autographs and memorabilia. And Hason is a great person. If we actually like to actually explore him from the point of view, from viewpoint of any visitors here, we need a bigger space. But on temporary basis, we are running the museum as usual, and every day we have actually the 200 to 250 visitors coming and going here.
So can you just say a few words in Bangla for the Bengali audience who might be watching this?
আসলে হয়েছে কি আমাদের এই মিউজিয়ামটা খুব টেম্পোরারি বেসিসে খুবই অল্প সময়ে আমরা লাস্ট 10 বছরে এই মিউজিয়ামটা তৈরি করেছে এবং এই মিউজিয়ামটা আসলে অনেক কিছু দেবার, কিন্তু আমাদের এই স্মল স্পেসে আপাতত এই মিউজিয়ামটা বাঙালি কালচারের যে রুটে আমরা যে দাঁড়িয়েছি তার মধ্যে হাসন রাজা এবং লালন প্রণিধানযোগ্যভাবে উল্লেখযোগ্য যে তারা আসলে এই হাসন রাজা সেই রুট কালচারের একজন। এবং আমরা দেখি যে হাসন রাজা সেই সময়কার ছিলেন যখন লালন মারা যান 1890 সালে, আর হাসন রাজার জন্ম হয় 1854-তে। কিছুটা সময় তাদের সমসাময়িক ছিল। সেজন্যে আমাদের বিশেষত এই মিউজিয়ামে আপাতত এই মিউজিয়ামে আমরা প্রতিদিন 200 থেকে 250 লোক পাই যারা এসে ভিজিট করেন সমস্ত দেশ বিদেশ থেকে। আমাদের দেশের ভিতরে প্রত্যন্ত অঞ্চল থেকে আসেন, সারা দেশ থেকে, এবং দেশের বাইরে আমরা ভারত থেকে পাচ্ছি, আমরা ফ্রান্স থেকে পাচ্ছি, ইংল্যান্ড থেকে পাচ্ছি, ইউকে থেকে পাচ্ছি, আমরা আমেরিকা থেকেও ভিজিটার পাচ্ছি। এবং দিনে দিনে এই টেন্ডেন্সি আমার মনে হচ্ছে যে বাড়ছে, কমছে না।
All right, so this room that you have here, this is the first of the rooms as soon as we pass reception. I'm noticing here on the left-hand side lots of instruments. Can you
These items, dhul, called in Bengali dhul, আমরা এই ঢোল আসলে দেখি এই ঢোলটি হাসন রাজা নিজের হাতে নিয়ে বাজিয়েছেন। আবেগ আপ্লুত অবস্থায় যখন কুলের কাছে নিতেন তখন চারপাশে 16 জন মহিলা এবং 10 জন পুরুষের একটা গানের আসর জমে উঠত এবং সেই 16 women and 10 men around him, beside him actually sits and continue their musical sessions. And
how old would you say this instrument
it
is?
has been 150 years older. Some of the items coming from his disables as well.
So what's this item here? It looks like a
The dutara, it's called dutara, two string
Yeah.
actually with this instrument, and it actually sounds, makes so good, sweet, what I say, sound. It's so melodious sound it makes actually, and another dul as well, and some of the items actually is used in his musical sessions.
Okay.
So আমরা দেখি হাসন রাজার আসরে এগুলা এই সমস্ত উপাদান যে গানের আসরের উপাদান ব্যবহৃত হয়েছে তার মধ্যে হাসন রাজা ঢোলটা ছাড়াও যেটি হাসন রাজা নিজে টাচ করেছেন, স্পর্শ করেছেন, তার সাথে তার যে ভক্তবৃন্দের দুতারা আমরা ঢোল এবং একতারা দেখি, তার সাথে মন্দিরও আছে।
I just noticed this picture here that you have here. It says it's a Hason Raja High School. I'm actually a school teacher, so I'm very much interested in the education side of things as well. Could you just tell us a little bit about this school?
Right. And when actually Hasan passing his year time, when his elder brother and father actually passed away, in particular in 1871, at that time Hasan actually felt so much that there has been no educational institution here in Sunamgonj. The whole of Sunamgonj was deprived of any schools, college, or any educational base. At that time, Hasan was actually had an academic background from Sylhet, passing his 3 years in madrasa. Just 3 years. This was his academic life. হাসন রাজা এই যে 3টা বছর মাদ্রাসা পড়াশোনা করেছেন এবং এই মাদ্রাসায় পড়াশোনা করার পরে হাসন রাজার মা নিয়ে আসলেন তার ঘরে আবার ফিরিয়ে সেই যক্ষের দন হাসন রাজাকে। আর তারপরে হাসন রাজা ফিল করলেন যে আমার জীবনে যে শিক্ষার অভাব, সেই শিক্ষার অভাবটা কিন্তু সকল মানুষের মধ্যে থাকা উচিত নয়। সেজন্যই হাসন রাজা তার ইয়ার টাইমে এসে in 1878 এই স্কুলটা গড়লেন। এই স্কুলটা হলো হাসন রাজা যখন গড়লেন সমস্ত সুনামগঞ্জের গণ্যমান্যদেরকে নিয়ে, তখন এই স্কুলের নাম দেওয়া হলো হাসন রাজা মিডল ইংলিশ স্কুল। কিন্তু 9 বছর পর যখন রানী ভিক্টোরিয়া জন্ম 40 বছর পূর্তি উপলক্ষে সমস্ত দুনিয়া জুড়ে একটা উপলক্ষ আসে, তখনই সিলেটের সেই প্রশাসন অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশন ফ্রম সিলেট, the English administration, British administration changed its name. They said, Hasan Raja, give it to us and we will make it a bigger school. And it has been a bigger school, and Hasan Raja gave it to them, and it has been the Jubilee High School in the memory commemorating the 50th anniversary of Rani Victoria's reign, Queen Victoria's reign. This was the history of this school. Still, it's the biggest institution in Sunamgonj.
Tell us a little bit about this picture here. It seems to be like some sort of centerpiece, and I assume this is Hasan Raja himself.
It's really interesting question about his photograph. This is the only photograph Hasan has actually taken from Calcutta photo studio. This is the real appearance of Hasan Raja, and what we can say the viewer that the only photograph of Hason is still surviving in these days. And the other, the imaginary photography has been created by Hasan about Hasan Raja, about his appearance, but these are not real. The only photograph he has taken and he distributed among his relatives, among his family members and the neighbors. Raja has taken this photograph in 1914 when he was just over 60. But if you look at his appearance, it looks like the 80 years older man, because Hasan was so much absorbed in his thought about the short life of time. This is the temporary world, and the creator is Allah. He was so absorbed in those thoughts that his age actually burden. And this was Hasan Raja was age burden photograph.
So how old was he in this picture, do you think?
Just over 60. I think it's 62 or 63, something like that.
Yeah. And this walking stick, is that a sword?
Yes. তার হাতে একটা ওয়াকিং স্টিক আছে, একটা লাঠি আছে, এবং এই লাঠিটা শেষ বয়সে খুবই নিত্য সহচর হিসেবে থাকতো. All the time it was a companion to him. And Hasan Raja used this lathi because sometimes he actually goes to official visit, official appointment, and he took this lathi, and alongside his sword was with him as well. But sword, never actually Hasan used a sword in any sort of war or something like that. It was the ornament to him. Every song of Hasan Raja touches your heart. In Bangladesh, everywhere, wherever the Bengali community actually lives, they are touched by Hasan's song. It says my own, words, that we have no time to stand and stare. We need to realize the time. Time is flying so quickly. Hasan Raja pinpointed on those issues. The time is so quickly going away. We need to realize the time. We need to be responsible to creation, the world, and to people, to men and women, and to ultimately to God. This is Hasan Raja's, short message to everybody. So Hasan Raja can revive the nation on the basis of very good principle, good moral in our nation. Then the Hasan Raja once actually mentioned one song, বুঝাইলে না বুঝে লোকে সমঝাইলে না সমঝে বন্দেরে দিশা বাথাই দিলে তবু না কুজে দুনিয়া দুনিয়া করিয়া হইছে শয়তানের সেলা কে কারে ঠগাইবে এই তাদের খেলা কত মতে বুঝাইলাম নাহি হয় হুশ কারে কি বলিব আমার কপালের দোষ হাসান রাজা কান্দন ধরে ধরিয়া প্রভুর পাও লোকের বদলা মারিয়া মোরে সকলকে তরাও আমাকে মেরে ফেলো হে স্রষ্টা হে খোদা হে আমার শ্রেষ্ঠ প্রিয় ভাজন তুমি আমাকে মেরে ফেলো তবুও আমার নেশন আমার লোকালয় আমার সমাজ আমার দেশকে বুঝিয়ে দাও টাইম ইজ গোয়িং সো কুইকলি উই নিড টু রিয়েলাইজ দ্য টাইম আমরা সময়ের উপলব্ধি আনি তাইলে আমরা এই সুন্দর দেশ দেখতে পারি আমরা একের প্রতি আরেকজন ঠকাঠকি মারামারি কাটাকাটির বদলে আমরা প্রত্যেকের প্রতি আমরা দায়িত্বশীল থাকতে পারি এটাই তার মূল মেসেজ
sounds like a very very beautiful message and more needed today than ever.
The thing is that I just mentioned one song from Hasan Raja's book that Hasan Raja mentioned in this particular in this song that the time is so flying so quickly and the people are fighting each other making bets to each other and bet to each other and they need to be well-wisher to each other not need to be bad wisher to each other. This is the thing Hasan has said. If we actually realize that time is very short in our life, then we can be very polite, we can be well behaved to each other, we can build up the nation, our community, our society on a good principle that we need to we will pass away so quickly. Then we need to be responsible to each other, need to be responsible to our creation. Hasan Raja was such a kind person. He was not just kind to humanity, but he is also kind to animal community as well. He was so fond of animals, birds, the animals are so close to him. He actually gathers so many animals and birds in his house. I can mention 292 kura birds, just one type of kura. He actually was taming at his house, at his own house, and this was good. And he was fond of greeneries. I can tell you that he never actually wished other person to destroy the greeneries, the green trees, and the environment, green environment. He was fond of green environment as well. That's why this particular song can give us a roadway, to development. If we can realize the time, in our time, that we are not living for 100 years, 1,000 years, then we can build a nation so quickly in our 60, 70 years. This would be good, and we can see Malaysia, like the country like Malaysia, Singapore, who actually built their nation in 50, 60 years. This is a good indication from us as well. Thank you.
It's a very important message, how you related it to like countries like Malaysia, that Bangladesh can be like those countries as well, if only the people were a bit more inclined to these values. And some of these values we find in our religion. That's true. Earlier on you mentioned that there are pictures going around which claim to be portraits of Hasan Raja. First of all, I'd like to ask you, why are these pictures going around? What's the purpose of these pictures? What would be the intention of someone claiming these things?
One thing I actually, leaving UK behind, I realized that the people in Bangladesh, particularly not all the people, just few people who are working on literature, who are working in film sector, who are working in research work, they are not very good researcher. They are not getting the right true things.
Authentic information.
Not authentic information. That's why Hasan Raja has been the victim of it. Victim of very small work of the people who are not very, willing to carry on research, they find out the real truth. This is the way that we can see Hasan Raja has been the victim of it.
One of the reasons why Helping Humanity was particularly interested in coming to this museum is because our elders are very familiar with Hasan Raja. However, the new generation, the second and the third generation, they are not that familiar with Hasan Raja, and therefore by visiting this museum and having the privilege of meeting his grandson, we'll be getting a insight of what it is and who Hasan Raja was. And so I'll be asking Shamarin Bhai a particular question. Shamarin Bhai, can you explain to us this famous song, Loke Bole, which I was reading on Wikipedia, which is quite a famous song. So can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Okay, this song is the Hasan Raja's famous from long time. for a long time, Luke bole bole re ghor bari bola na. I like to actually sing this song with this instrument harmonium, and I can mention those words. And alongside, it's about his house. That in this empty space, how can I build up a good house, good mansion, good palace? If I myself actually staying in empty space, so that's the main message Hason Raja memorize us of our short life in this world. And again, what Hason Raja talked about his own. This is the message about his house.
Contemplate on the meaning of the song. It has such a deep meaning and emphasis. Yeah, and this is one of the beauty of his work as a philosopher. Yeah, and there's a message, key message within this song that he says this world is just a temporary abode, that we will be returning back to our Creator. Yeah, and I'm going to ask Shamarin if you wouldn't mind to play this song.
লুকে বলে বলে রে গোর ভারি বাহানায় আমার বলে বলে রে গোর ভারি বাহানায় আমার কি গোর বাহানাই মো আমি কি গোর বাহানাই মো আমি শূন্যের মাঝার লুকে বলে বলে রে গোর ভারি বাহানায় আমার লুকে বলে বলে রে গোর ভারি বাহানায় আমার বালা করি ঘর বানায়া কই দিন তাক মুয়ার হাই রে কই দিন তাক মুয়ার বালা করি ঘর বানায়া কই দিন তাক মুয়ার হাই রে কই দিন তাক মুয়ার আয়না দিয়া ছাইয়া দেখি আয়না দিয়া ছাইয়া দেখি পাকনা চুলা মাহার লুকে বলে বলে রে গোর ভারি বাহানায় আমার লুকে বলে বলে রে গোর ভারি বাহানায় আমার কি গোর বাহানাই মো আমি কি গোর বাহানাই মো আমি শূন্যের মাঝার লুকে বলে বলে রে গোর ভারি বাহানায় আমার
লোকে বলে বলে রে গোর ভারি বাহানায় আমার
জানতো যদি হাসন রাজা হাই রে গোর ধোয়ার না বান্ধে জানতো যদি হাসন রাজা হাই রে বাঁচব কতদিন হাই রে বাঁচব কতদিন বানাই তো দলান করে কোথায় নিয়ে রাখবো আল্লাহ কোথায় নিয়ে রাখবো আল্লাহ তার লাগিয়া কান্দে লোকে বলে বলে রে
I can actually introduce another song to viewers. This has been the song around his house, that in this empty space, how can I build a good house, good mansion, good palace? No, there is no need to, because I am going so quickly, I am flying so quickly from this world. That's the message around his house. But Hason Raja, raised his the concern about his own life as well. Why he should be so much bothered about here in this world. So Hason Raja actually gave his own ID, and this is the song about his ID. Hason Raja koi আমি কিছু নই রে আমি কিছু নই হাসন রাজা 5 লক্ষাধিক একরের জমির মালিক ছিলেন he was the owner of 500 acres of land. This was the Jamidar, this was the Raja Hason Raja was. But Hason Raja was not bothered about it. He liked to say, Hason Raja koi, আমি কিছু নই রে আমি কিছু নই অন্তরে বাহিরে দেখি অন্তরে বাহিরে দেখি কেবল দয়াময় হাসন রাজা কয় আমি কিছু নই রে আমি কিছু নই হাসনের রাজা কয় আমি কিছু নই রে আমি কিছু নই প্রেমের বাজারে হাসন হইয়াছে লয় হায় রে প্রেমের বাজারে হাসন হইয়াছে লয় তুমি বিনে হাসন রাজা তুমি বিনে হাসন রাজা কিছু না দেখয় হাসন রাজা কয় আমি কিছু নই রে আমি কিছু নই তুমি আমি তুমি ছাড়িয়াছি ভয়ে তুমি আমি তুমি ছাড়িয়াছি ভয় উন্মাদ হইয়া হাসনে উন্মাদ হইয়া হাসন নাচন করয় হাসন রাজা কয় আমি কিছু নই রে আমি কিছু নই অন্তরে বাহিরে দেখি অন্তরে বাহিরে দেখি কেবল দয়াময় হাসন রাজা কয় আমি কিছু নই রে আমি কিছু নই আমি কিছু নই রে আমি কিছু নই This was the real identity of Hason Raja. Hason Raja liked to say that he is nothing here in this world. He is nothing. And some items we are displaying here, especially I can show you this robe Hason Raja used to wear when he actually when occasionally attend the official occasion that once the Viceroy of India actually came over to Sylhet and he attended that conference or seminar and again that meeting at that meeting Hason that sort of robe and with various luxurious things he actually attended that meeting. But usually Hason used to wear those type of dhuti in form of lungis and also those vest and again he wore a shawl so this was usual dress for every debate. This picture is of Rabindranath Tagore, the great Nobel laureate, who was actually awarded Nobel Prize in, I think, in 1913. So he actually, for the first time, he actually raised Hason Raja's philosophy, Hason Raja's song, and Hason Raja's philosophy at a very good conference, the conference of the whole Indian Philosophical Congress. And again, he raised Hason Raja's songs and philosophy at the Hebert lecture, which was held actually at Hebert under the Oxford University. So it is the part of Oxford University conference as well. So the Kabiguru Rabindranath Tagore also shared with him. This person is also called as Hason Raja's researcher, who actually carried on research on Hason Raja as well, and he's standing beside Mahatma Gandhi. So the famous book, The Bowels of Bengal, he mentioned and raised Hason Raja's philosophy and his songs as well. So
these are very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen these in use before. We use these to put flowers in these days, vase. Can you just explain a little bit
It's
about what
very
that is?
simple, artifacts. What I would say that Hasan Raja used to actually use these, vowel, verse, keeping his, the what should I say, the coins. Keeping the coins inside the verse, and he used to actually play with children as well. When a lot of children actually attend in front of him, he grasped one, what should I say?
Coins.
Mutiaki, one handful of coins, and throw those coins among the children, and actually children played with this song, collecting the coins. These are very interesting, and one of his hobbies actually from Hasan Raja. This one, this is 100 years old. One Narkal Qurani called the coconut, this radio into his house, and he got the news. I assume that he got the news after the First World War. He was aware of the aftermath of First World War. So through this radio, it was very useful to Hasan Raja. So it indicates Hasan Raja had a mind of, modern mind. He had a modern mind as well. So that's why actually Hasan Raja was a publisher as well. He published himself his own book, 2 books, Hasan Das and Hasan Bahar. We kept actually 2 original books over here.
So we've come to the end of the tour here over 2 days at the Hason Raja Museum, and I've learned so much from you about the different types of artifacts and the history, the rich history that we have here. And would like to say thank you from Helping Humanity for giving us this tour, and any last words that you may have for the viewers.
Thank you very much for visiting Hason Raja Museum, and I hope you have enjoyed whoever comes here along with you, alongside you, the Omar Bhai, and you actually did enjoy. I assumed you did enjoy.
Did thoroughly.
Thank you.
Thank you very
so much.
Thank you.
Hason Raja Baula Mabudala Lagi Hason Raja hoise aula. Hason Raja Baula Mabudala Lagi Hason Raja hoise aula. Hason Raja pagol hoya dake mola. I don't know who needs to budget myself. Hason Raja Baula Mabudala Lagi Hason Raja hoise aula. Hason Raja Baula Mabudala Lagi Hason Raja hoise aula. Hason Raja pagol hoya dake mola mola. ডাক শুনে আসবে মৌলা হাসন চাইয়ে রইলা মৌলা। ডাক শুনে আসবে মৌলা হাসন চাইয়ে রইলা। হাসন রাজা পাগল হইয়া ডাকে মৌলা মৌলা। ডাক শুনে আসবে মৌলা হাসন চাইয়ে রইলা। হাসন রাজার মৌলা আশা খুলে তুলে লইলা। হাসন রাজার মৌলা আশা খুলে তুলে লইলা। কুলে তাকিলা মাইমুনা এই কথা বলিলা হাসন রাজা মৌলা হাসন রাজা বাউলা মাবুদালা লাগি হাসন রাজা হইছে আউলা হাসন রাজা বাউলা মাবুদালা লাগি হাসন রাজা হইছে আউলা এই কথা বলিয়া হাসন রাজা চাইয়ে রইলা লা ইলাহা ইল্লাল্লাহ বলিতে লাগিলা এই কথা বলিয়া হাসন রাজা চাইয়ে রইলা লা ইলাহা ইল্লাল্লাহ বলিতে লাগিলা হাসন রাজা মৌলাইশা হাসন রাজা আল্লাহর লাগি হইয়াছে আওলা মনি ভইয়া করো তুমি ছুরি ঠাকুর ছুরারে মনি ভইয়া করো তুমি ছুরি ঠাকুর মনি ভইয়া করো তুমি ছুরি ঠাকুর ছুরারে মনি ভইয়া করো